was recently in Los Angeles, spending some time with my uncle. We're in his swimming pool in the backyard, and he starts talking to me. He turns to me and says, "Arash, you used to be so fun. You used to make people laugh. Now you're so serious. All the young people in your generation are so serious, so tied up in their cell phones and technology. Some of you guys just need to let your weird out." At the time, we're in our swimming pool, so I'm like, "Uncle, please don't take off your Speedo." I still want to enjoy my swimming. But I didn't know what he meant by that. I decided to embrace it regardless. Let your weird out. What does that even mean? Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, I think what my uncle's trying to say is embrace who you are and enjoy life to a level where you can make others laugh. Surprise them with laughter. Make it enjoyable. And do things that you're maybe a little uncomfortable to do with your friends, but they're really who you are. So I thought about this, and I tried to implement it this month. And last week, or a few weeks ago, I was in English Bay. I was sitting down and just minding my own business, and my phone turns off. No more battery. I'm like, oh man, what do I do? My life's over. But hey, I can let my weird out. I have an opportunity to see what he was thinking about, what he was talking about. So I'm looking in the view that I have. There's water, there's seagulls, there's beautiful girls. So I clear my throat, put a smile on my face, straighten my hair, and I do what any guy would do. I walk up and I see what it'd be like if I asked a seagull out on a date. Does everyone know what a seagull is here? For the most part, seagull, bird, flies, bee. Okay. Now, for you guys that are dating women, gentlemen in the room, if you think that's tough, dating seagulls is a whole nother level. A whole nother level. First of all, when you meet one, you can get their attention pretty quickly, but they fly away pretty fast. I mean, there's kids, people running around, all these distractions that it's just really hard to communicate. And the worst part is old men that are sitting on the bench that are shooing them away with their book. You know, it happens to me all the time. Like trying to talk to a seagull, because I have been for quite a few weeks now. And the old man just like shoos the seagull away. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to have a girlfriend. What are you doing? You already had your time. And it's hard when you lose one of them. You can't find them again. Because the way you started the conversation is you threw the bread at the seagull. And if you throw more bread, then you have pigeons and geese, and you're not exclusive to seagulls anymore. It makes it a little hard. But you know what? I think that this is something that I wanted to pursue. I think that seagulls, it's changing for me. I'll tell you guys that much. It's changing my perspective about life, about education, and I think I've become a whole new person. But you know, it's tough sometimes when you're trying to pursue a seagull and you really just don't get anywhere. I mean, you can go and go and go, but at the end it's just birds, and you're just a human. And but I wanted to figure this thing out. I wanted to figure out how can I make this work, okay? Because I was letting my weird out at the end of the day. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was experiencing. So I figured if I can communicate with these guys in their own accents, then maybe I'll find some way to bridge the gap and make this something I can create where it's harmonious. So if you're at a park and you're trying to hit on a seagull, hold on, not funny. You might want to try different accents. This is what I've been doing. So, because seagulls are flying from all over the world, and if you have like a Spanish seagull that comes by, you want to try out some Spanish names in an accent. You know, you'd be like, Maria! And you never know, if a seagull turns his head, that could be interest. But you might have some, I'm Iranian, so my mom probably wants me to marry Iranian seagull. So I tried going with Iranian or even Arab names. Arab's close enough. Nilufar! Or you go like an Arab name like Rania, and you never know, honestly, you never know. Maybe it's someone from the royal family. So like, Queen Rania of Jordan, and you never know what's going to happen. It didn't work. I finally found something. And it's pretty special. I'm not going to lie. Her name's Mary. And there's something about Mary. She flies gracefully. Her wings. And sometimes when I'm with Mary, I feel like I can fly. And it really brings joy to my heart. I called my uncle, I told him the story, I'm like, hey, this is what's been happening. After a long pause, he not only offered to refer me to a therapist, but also offered to pay for it. And my therapist says I can't see Mary anymore. It's pretty sad. And I told my mom, like, what's wrong with this? I mean, my brother is Iranian, married a Swedish woman, they had a baby. I am Iranian, I'll marry a seagull. It's the same thing. You want grandkids, right? She told me it doesn't work like that. Now I know what you guys are thinking. There's a story about love and how we can find love within our species and outside of it. No, it's not. Every day, if you can live as a transparent human being and devote your day to making somebody laugh, to creating laughter, to making 3 people laugh a day, it's the greatest gift we have to exchange as human beings. So let your weird out. And if you know any single seagulls, give me a call.